Deep clearing is a life coaching method and technique that goes deeper than ordinary types of clearing, therapy, or life coaching. The secret is that we use existing proven techniques as far as they go. Then we shift gear and find the underlying layers of reactive charge and subtle vital energies. By mastering and eliminating these hidden energies, Deep works as a booster. It makes stable gains possible. In Deep, we take care of traditional issues of coaching and therapy, like stressful situations, traumas, troubled relationships, personal problems, low moods, and depression. Our specialty is, however, development of awareness and abilities. The expected end result is a greater appreciation and happiness in life, more energy, as well as increased social skills, etc. This may sound familiar to you from other methods of life coaching and therapy. This is no surprise, because we use such other methods as far as they go. But then we shift gear and find the underlying hidden charge and subtle energies. You could say, we don't do anything new. We just do it better.
The name Deep is an acronym, and it stands for decisions, emotions, energies, efforts, personalities, polarities. The deep elements are the ever-shifting life energies that play out in our spirit, mind, heart, and body, as well as in our actions, behavior, and relationships. What is wrong in our lives is not always what happened to us. A better statement would be, how did you react to what happened? And this is where the life energies we call deep elements are in play. When these energies get frozen or stuck, we are in trouble. We need to do something. Good therapy in general is about overcoming irrational behaviors and overreactions, negative moods, and thoughts. The therapist starts with finding those, and then works with the client to lighten that burden. In Deep, we take it one step further and find the exact feelings and life energies that were stuck and yet got triggered. We can discharge these energies. Then we find the hidden and unsuspected mental vibrational energies that lie under it all. By using simple techniques, we get the life energies to flow freely again. We have not invented a new therapy. Our ambition is only to make existing methods better.
In human behavior as well as in therapy, we are up against something. There is a hidden barrier the client runs into. Why do I feel and act this way? Why am I so restricted? The solution to this puzzle was unknown through much of history. It has since been solved. We are up against the traumatic content of the subconscious and unconscious mind. Dr. Frank A. Gerbode of Traumatic Incident Reduction calls it the net of traumatic incidents, or simply the net. In Deep, we also use the term the repressed mind. This hidden and automatic part of the subconscious and unconscious mind contains all kinds of strange ideas, false data, unwanted behaviors, negative feelings, problems, etc.
The net was intended as a warning system. It works poorly for humans, as there are too many red blinks and false alarms. It causes us to see safe situations as dangerous. It contains many false data, adopted in traumatic and stressful situations. It leads to stupid mistakes, as it tends to use fixed ideas and old warnings. It was intended as a warning system, and it works well for animals, but for us humans living in a sophisticated world, it all too often works out to be a net we too easily get caught up in, ourselves.
Here is a quick overview of recent clients and their case stories. In another video, we go through their stories in more details. We use known and proven techniques to handle well-known problems. Using those, we improve communication, ease body problems, handle traumatic incidents, and sort out troubled relationships. We help clients overcome all kinds of life situations. We get great results using these proven techniques, but we are not finished yet. we still have to do the deep steps to ensure lasting results. Unless we contact and remove the underlying layers of charge and subtle vital energies, the situation may soon return. By adding deep clearing to existing techniques, we ensure lasting results.
There are two sides to a traumatic incident. There is the obvious physical side, simply the answer to the question, "What happened?" answered in great detail. This is the first thing to sort out, assuming the person has had the medical assistance needed. In session, a traumatic incident is roughly tackled this way. The client tells what happened. He looks carefully into his memory and subconscious and contacts the mental recordings. He tells the story several times to get all details. The life coach listens, monitors, and guides the client safely. Now we can deep the incident. It is about releasing the hidden, reactive charges lodged into the person's body, heart, and mind. This is the person-centered side. We discharge and release the hidden and frozen energies, and once they are released, they will never return again.
Now the task is to get the subjective side of trauma or stress released. Here we show this process in more detail. We are locating and unsticking hidden and frozen life energies. We are guided by the list of feelings, emotions, sensations, thoughts, impulses, and actions. These are our subtle life energies behind the personal experience and behavior. They are generated in the person's spirit, mind, and body. And as said, we often find them in a frozen or hidden state. We look for those that are charged and release the charge by repeated mindful observation, one item at a time. Piece by piece we take the clutter and confusion of the repressed mind and clean it up. The process of clutter to clarity is repeated as many times as necessary to clean up an issue. There is a lot of information on this slide. You may stop the video and study the details.
When we look at this slide, we see the deep elements as layers. We only show the layers that are taken up in session. The top layer consists of thoughts and language. Here we have education as the way to improve and purify our life, as well as the type of life coaching we call ability levels. Next layer down, we have mental pictures. In this layer, we record events to memory. Negative experiences may be recorded as traumatic incidents. These can be addressed in therapy with great benefit. Dissolve the mental images and the negative emotions and experience lift. Next layer down is emotions. This layer contains our personal reactions to people, situations, and the environment. It is definitely an important layer to contact and discharge in any form of therapy and life coaching. Then we have the action layer. It covers physical work, sports, etc. Doing what you love in the physical world can be great therapy. Finally, we have the layer we call subtle vital energies. In deep, we give this layer high priority. It is generally overlooked in psychotherapies and life coaching. But it is well known to body energy workers and clairvoyant healers. We have found that most of our clients can contact this layer directly and tell where certain feelings and memories are located. It may take a bit of experience in sessions, but soon the energies seem clear and colorful.
Here we have compared the layers to computer code. The subtle and vital energies can be compared to machine code. Machine code seems incomprehensible to the casual viewer but carries all the important information. The subtle energies in the human energy system are also weird. They are usually unnoticed and don't seem to have any logical relevance to how we feel and act. They apparently come and go in and out of this universe, and this happens all the time without us ever noticing.
Reactive charge is rooted in these subtle mental energies. We cannot say, this energy is well understood by science, as it is difficult to measure. Maybe it is what science calls quantum energies. Experienced clients can, however, easily discover the phenomena through self-inspection. The layer contains shapes, colors, frequencies, and other physical characteristics. It may make up apparent machines that do things for the client on a stimulus-response basis. We postulate that this layer is made up by mental matter, energy, space, and time. In Deep, we deal extensively with the mechanics, the chemistry, and artwork of the human energy systems. We learn step by step to master them.
Earlier we outlined how to run a traumatic incident. This slide shows examples of deep elements. Here we take up one item after the other and run out the charge, using the technique shown earlier as from clutter to clarity. We use repeated mindful attention to discharge the reactive energies against the person's awareness. At this stage we pay minimum attention to the story, then what happened. Instead we instruct something like, allow and accept this feeling or energy, allow it to discharge against your awareness. It may take several minutes, but the electrical nature of charge reveals itself. It discharges every time.
Deep brings new life to the ability levels. We keep focus on, for example, communication skills. But we address in the same session any triggered conflicts, negative emotions, and other underlying charged issues. When we run a communication techniques, we inevitably run into and uncover such rough situations of the past. We address these situations once the main technique has been brought to a successful result. This underlying charge directly influenced the person's ability and desire to communicate. Maybe the client doesn't need the highest levels to resolve such basic issues that really bother him now. Maybe he just needs to get the underlying reactive charge handled now. That is what we do when we say, he needs his abilities deeped. We don't do anything new. We just do it better.
This is our short presentation of deep clearing. We have 2 books out that will give you a lot more data. Our main book, Deep Clearing: Releasing the Power of Your Mind, is in its 3rd printing and edition. It is a complete handbook in the method. We also have a special offer, valid now and through 2025. If you want to try the method, we will give you a free interview and session in person here in Copenhagen, or via Skype if you live abroad. You can also find additional info and videos on our website deepclearing.org. Hear from you soon.